You're a witch. I'm not. I'm a warlock. Anyway, Witchcraft Tarot. What do you need to know? What's going off with your craft? Just a little shameless plug for my friends across at Lunar Magic. I do enjoy these ones, being witches themselves. So go and give them a follow. Go and check out their products. Some good stuff, candles, altarware, etc. Right, anyway, so it's going to be one spread. This is a version of one of the priority same day guaranteed recorded readings. I'm going to set it up to 6 months. You can have them for a month or 6 months. They're only 15 quid. Click on my link tree. Get yours today. Okay, right, so Witchcraft Tarot. What does this collective need to know with their craft? Right, Seven of Swords in the reverse. Star card in the reverse. Hierophant in the reverse. Right, what is unfolding here? So we start with the Seven of Swords in the reverse. So standard tarot book version of this card talks about sneaky, deceptive behaviour. He's stealing the swords. He's running away, looking behind him. So upright position is going off in the background. Reverse position. There might be some sneaky, deceptive behaviour that's come to light. Okay, not from yourself, other people. Okay, and then that's putting your star card in the reverse. Hopes, dreams, aspirations, wishing on a bigger star. Feeling that starting to evaporate because somebody's done you dirty. Okay. Hierophant in the reverse. So the Hierophant's one of the divine masculines. Is divine masculine on a more spiritual based level. It relates to my star sign of Taurus, so it can talk about sticking to some kind of tradition. The other way we can go is going on a journey of self-discovery. Who am I? What am I? What's the meaning of all of this? What's my purpose? What's my role? Reverse position, not doing that. So let's see which way it's going. So, I mean, the other way we can go with the Seven of Swords in the reverse, because swords is the way we think and the words we use. It can talk about starting to come out of imposter syndrome. So the other way, if we're going a little bit more positive, starting to believe in yourself. And remember, with magic, it's belief and knowing. It's intention, belief, and knowing. As I always say, all the tools, the altar tools, they look cool, they're fun to have, but they get you in the right frame of mind. It's not the tools where the magic comes from, it's from here. And the more that you instill and know that it's working, the stronger it gets. Now, I've got the benefit of offering services, witchcraft services myself. Now, I only do defensive magic. That is the only kind of magic that I do. So people have recently asked me about mirror magic and candle magic. I do use a candle for some of my magic, but I don't do candle magic. I don't know because I don't do it. Go and ask Lunar Magic, right? I just do defensive magic. So binding spells, return to sender, and hex removal. Okay, now I have the benefit because I offer those services. Sometimes clients come back and they say, oh, you know, you did a great job last time, So I've got a few clients, for example, I'm going off on one, stick with me, whereby they have fairly frequent hex removals. Why? Because they're dealing with covens, and covens are networks. So when somebody gets it flung back to them and removed, they go and then speak to one of their clique, don't they? Anyway, point being is when people come back and they say, oh, last time you did that worked really well, that gives me greater belief and knowing that it's worked. And the more belief and knowing I get in my magic, the stronger it gets. Okay. So if we're going, maybe I can, maybe I should, maybe I will. The star card, as I always say with the star card, it's not that your star card's gone anywhere, but it's that we feel like it's evaporating because we're not making the change, in which case the Hierophant in the reverse would be about breaking away from some kind of tradition. Okay. Let's continue. Death card in the reverse. Four of Swords, right, okay. So death card, fixed card, rebirth, shedding old skin, cutting something off, changing something, right? Upright position, the universe steps in and does it for you. Reverse position, you're being asked to do a self-imposed death card, but it can mean resistance. And I'm a little bit hesitant to say we're going resistance because we then got the Four of Swords. Swords are where we think words we use. If we're going more positive, periods of rest. It's when our mind and our body get run down. Are we listening to it? Long hot baths, walks out in the countryside, whatever you do to unwind. The other way we can go is being too mentally horizontal. So the outcome card's going to determine which way we're going with this. Overall outcome card. Four of Cups in the reverse. Cups, water, emotion. So we're the figure under the tree there, staring at the three cups. Stuck, bored, jaded, fed up, cloud, hang, cup, no opportunities. Upright position, stuck there, can't see the wood for the trees. Reverse position, still in that stagnant energy. So I do think there's going to be some kind of avoidance. But ultimately, you are going to start to go, maybe I've got a better chance of going that way or practicing that or getting involved with that clique. Okay. Obstacles or blockages. King of Pentacles in the reverse. So Pentacles, Earth, money, finance, non-financial wealth. That's what we're investing our time, efforts and energies in. I'm going to use that as the removing any blockages. Too obvious. King's masculine energy, Queen's feminine energy. Remember, in tarot, it's energy, not gender, so it can be a man, woman, somebody non-binary. King of Pentacles in the upright position is provider energy. I'll pay your bill. I'll sort you out. Don't worry. Earth energy. I'm Earth energy by default. Okay, my sun sign's Taurus. My moon and rising is Aquarius and Gemini. That's why I can't stop talking. I'm a bit of a lunatic. But by nature, I'm a boring person. I'm not gonna lie. Not very exciting. My idea of a Saturday night used to be a bottle of wine, but unfortunately I've had to pack that in now. So it's some, dippy cheese, bit of pop, chill out. I am 44 next month, to be fair. I know that my youthful looks don't. I'm old, basically. Anyway, right. King of Pentacles in the reverse position. If it's somebody else, greedy, miserly, etc., I don't think this is. I think it's the masculine energies within this collective, and they're just reluctant, they're hesitant to take control of the situation, and I'll explain for why in a second. So yeah, removing any blockages, the Fool. It's time to take that leap of faith, start this new cycle. So, excuse me. I'm going to say that this collective, when it comes to their craft, they're starting to go, maybe I can, maybe I should, maybe I will. Maybe, starting to step out of imposter syndrome. Because I feel like something's happened prior to that to wound your masculine energies. And you've kind of gone, no, I can't do that, But you realise that unless you get a bit of a wriggle on, that star card, that dream of who you want to be when it comes to your craft is going to start evaporating. I feel like with the Hierophant in the reverse, it's a little bit of mix of both. It's a desire to break away from this tradition of being King of Pentacles in the reverse, but it's also that you're blocking your path forwards. Okay, you're being asked to do a death card, just cut it off, get out there, get your face out there, do whatever it is that you're doing. But I think that you are going to be a little bit too mentally horizontal. And again, I feel it's a bit of a double-edged sword. Excuse the pun, I know it's swords. But I feel it's almost like, but that's going to make some mental change. I'm just going to have a rest first. I'm just going to have a think about it, right? Ultimately, though, you are going to get to that point where you go, actually, there is a good opportunity out there, but I've got to chase it. I've got to make this shift and change, okay? So I think you're going to be all right, but the best thing to do is take a leap of faith. And I want to tie the Fool card to the Death card in the reverse. Just change something. Just do it. If it upsets people, so be it. So be it, If it is that, it's going to upset some of the witches and you start taking some heat, come and see the Warlock, the Coven Smasher. Believe it or not, I know when I'm doing my tarot, I come across as a little bit of a lunatic fool. But I'm actually the go-to guy for the Covens. I know, it mind boggles, doesn't it? But there you go. If you want a witchcraft reading or whatever else, Linktree, top of the profile. Like I say, that version's 15 quid, prior to same day guaranteed. If that resonated, type in, take a leap of faith, you silly witch. Don't put that, actually, because it'll probably block you. Just put, take a leap of faith. And go check Lunar Magic out. Ta-ta.